Here is the solution for question number 1. 25 numbers were recorded and their average was calculated as 50.6. Later, it was found that three numbers 29, 35 and 72 were wrongly taken as 92, 30, 53 and 27 respectively. And one more number 58 was inadvertently left out from being recorded. What is the correct average age of all the numbers? So first of all, average is sum of the numbers by number of numbers. For 25 numbers, average is given as 50.6. So by cross multiplying, sum of these numbers is 50.6 into 25, which we will get it as 1265. On multiplying 50.6 with 25, how do you multiply 50 into 25? 1250 plus 0.6 into 25, 15. So total 1265. Now this 1265 is sum of all the 25 numbers. But in this 1265, they wrongly taken three numbers. Three numbers 29, 35 and 72 were wrongly taken as these numbers. So that means sum of 29 plus 35 plus 72, which is equal to, this is 50, 64, 66, 136. This is wrongly, these numbers were wrongly taken as 92, 53 and 27. And sum of these numbers is 70, 80, 1, this is 70, 80, 152, 172, I'm sorry, 172. So they are supposed to take these numbers, but wrongly they have taken these. So because of the wrong numbers, they considered 36 extra, which they are not supposed to consider. So therefore, in this 1265, since they considered 36 extra, that I have to subtract, and they left one more number. They left one more number that also I have to add now. By initially there were 25 numbers, as they have left out one number, we are adding one more number now, 26. So this is the new average age of the numbers. By the way, minus 36 plus 58 is actually plus 22. So 1265 plus 22 is 1287, right? Yes. By 26. So on simplifying this, we'll get it as roughly 26 fours 104, 26 fours 104 and 247, 26 nines. So 49 point something you will get, which is option D, right? Here is the solution for question number 2. A sum of rupees X was lent at 10% per annum for 4 years. Interest compounded annually. If the difference between the compound interest for the 4th year and 3rd year is rupees 847, then what is the value of X? So you need to understand this question carefully, that this is the difference between the interest earned for 4th year and 3rd year, not for 4 years and 3 years. This is for particularly for 4th year, and this is particularly 3rd year. By the way, interest for 4th year is nothing but amount at the end of the 4th year minus amount at the end of the 3rd year. Amount at the end of the 3rd year. Similarly, interest for 3rd year is amount at the end of the 3rd year minus amount at the end of the 2nd year. I hope you understand this. So now if I write this expression, amount at the end of the 4th year is, if the money is given as X rupees, so X into 1 plus R is given as 10 by 100 whole power 4, minus amount at the end of the 3rd year is X into 1 plus 10 by 100 whole cube. Similarly, compound interest for 3rd year is amount at the end of the 3rd year, that is X into 1 plus 10 by 100 whole cube, minus amount at the end of the 2nd year, X into 1 plus 10 by 100 whole square. Now difference between these two, that is compound interest for fourth year minus compound interest for third year, is given as 847. So that means I have to subtract these two. So if I subtract these two, that is x into 1 plus 10 by 100 whole power 4 minus x into 1 plus 10 by 100 whole cube minus x into 1 plus 10 by 100 whole cube. While subtraction, this minus becomes plus x into 1 plus 10 by 100 whole square. So if I simplify this bracket, in the entire bracket, I can take x common, and also 1 plus 10 by 100 whole square is common in everything. By the way, 1 plus 10 by 100 is 10 ones, 10 tens, 1 plus 1 by 10, 11 by 10. So 11 by 10 whole square is common. So as I have taken 11 by 10 whole square, this is power 4. So still 11 by 10 whole square is pending, minus these are two same terms. These are two same terms. So I'm adding 2 times. As from both the terms, I took 1 plus 10 by 100 whole square common. Another 1 plus 10 by 100, that is 11 by 10 is pending, right? Plus, as I have taken this x into 1 plus 11 by 10 whole square common, this remains 1. So now this whole thing is given as 847. So 847 is equal to x into 11 by 10 whole square. By the way, if you observe this carefully, this is something like a square plus b square minus 2ab, where a is 11 by 10, b is 1. So this entire thing we can write it as 11 by 10 minus 1, a minus b whole square. So if I simplify this, 847 is equal to x into 11 by 10 whole square into, now this 11 by 10 minus 1 is 1 by 10. This is 1 by 10. So on further simplification, this becomes 847 is equal to x into 11 by 10 whole square is 121 by 100 into 1 by 10. 121 7 847. So on cross multiplication, by the way, 100 into 10 is 1000. So x is equal to, you will get it as, I think I missed one 0 here. Yes, a minus b whole square. This is whole square, sorry. This is whole square. A minus b whole square, so whole square. So this is 100. You will get one extra 0. So total 70,000. The value of x is 70,000. That is option C. So to answer this question, you just have to understand, this appears to be lengthy, but you need to understand the concept, that is compound interest for fourth year is amount at the end of the fourth year minus amount at the end of the third year. Whereas compound interest for third year is amount at the end of the third year minus amount at the end of the second year. We are given with the difference between compound interest for fourth year and third year. So you just have to subtract these two. In subtraction, you just have to simplify this expression carefully. That's it. Right? I may be fast or I may not be clear in simplifying, but you can do on your own. That is just subtract these two expressions carefully and simplify the expression to find x value. At the end, you will get it as 70,000. Here is solution for question number 3. What is the value of this expression? So if you look at this expression carefully, 4.3 whole cube plus 3.2 whole cube, this can be written as plus minus 7.5 whole cube, right? And this can be written as, first of all, here it is plus, I am taking minus. 10 can be written as 2 into 5, and this 12.9 can be written as 3 into 4.3 into 1.6 into 1.5. This on further simplification, 4.3 whole cube plus 3.2 whole cube plus minus 7.5 cube, right? Now, as this is plus, but I made it minus, right? So minus of this whole minus becomes plus. Minus of this whole minus, minus into minus, anyway, that becomes plus. Okay, so minus. Now, here, this 3 I'm bringing initially 3. I'm multiplying this 5 with 1.5, 7.5. And by the way, this 4.3 I'm writing as it is, 4.3. 2 into 1.6 is 3.2. and 5 into 1.5 is 7.5, and that is minus. Because now minus into minus it becomes plus, right? So now this is something like 3a b c. So this is all like a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3a b c. So after modifying the terms, this is what we got. Here a is 4.3, b is 3.2, and c is minus 7.5. By the way, what is AQ plus BQ plus CQ minus 3ABC? A plus B plus C into A square plus B square plus C square minus AB minus BC minus CA. Right? So, first of all, this whole expression is equal to A plus B plus C into, that is 4.3, A plus B plus C, that is 4.3 plus B 3.2, C minus 7.5 into that A square plus B square plus so on. I'm not writing that. Why? You will understand. 4.3 plus 3.2 is 7.5. 7.5 minus 7.5 is 0. And 0 into anything is again 0. 0 multiplied with any number is 0. And whatever the denominator, as the numerator is 0, of course, denominator clearly not 0. Denominator clearly not 0 because 0 by 0 is not defined. Denominator clearly not 0. So numerator is 0. So therefore, final value is 0. The value of the expression is 0. Here is the solution for question number 4. It's from Venn diagram. So if you draw the Venn diagram for the information, it's basically on two variables, maths and English. Maths and English. He says 50% passed in maths and 75% passed in English and 30% passed in both. Find the difference between the number of students who passed in only English to those who passed in maths if 270 students passed in both the subjects. So the number of students who passed in both the subjects is 270. By the way, out of 50%, as this is 30, this becomes 20% and this becomes 45% because total is 75. Right? Now, we are asked to find the number of students who passed in only English. Only English is 45% minus the number of students who passed in maths. The number of students who passed in maths is 50. Right? So that means we have to find 5%. By the way, in the question, they have already given 30% equal to 270. We are asked to find 5%. So this becomes 270 by 30 into 5, 5 ones 5, 6, and 6 4s 24, 3 remainder. So we got it as 45. So required number is 45, that is option B. So this is a simple question from Venn diagrams concept. Here is the solution for question number 5. A bag contains Z plus 2 black balls, Z plus 5 red balls, and Z plus 8 white balls. The probability of getting a black ball is 1 by 4. First of all, probability of getting a black ball is number of favorable outcomes. How many black balls are there? Z plus 2, C1 by total how many? Z plus 2 plus Z plus 5 plus Z plus 8. 3Z plus 15. C1. Now, by the way, Z plus 2 C1 is nothing but Z plus 2. By Z plus 2, 3Z plus 15 C1 is nothing but 3Z plus 15. This is given as 1 by 4 because probability of picking up a black ball is number of favorable outcomes. That is picking up one black ball from Z plus 2 by total 3Z plus 15. So if I simplify on cross multiplication, 4Z plus 8 is equal to 3Z plus 15. That implies Z is equal to 7. So the variable Z is 7. So as the variable Z is 7, now by substituting Z value, number of black balls become Z plus 2. 7 plus 2, 9. Number of red balls, Z plus 5, 7 plus 5, 12. And number of white balls, Z plus 8, 7 plus 8, 15. We are asked to find what is the probability of getting 3 balls of different color when 3 balls are drawn. By the way, total how many balls are there? 9 plus 12 plus 15, which is 36. 9 plus 12 plus 15, 36. Picking up 3 balls from 36 is 36 C3. That is total outcomes. If you want all 3 balls to be of different color, first one black. There are 9, so 9 C1. Next one red 12C1, next one white 15C1, I have to multiply. So this if I simplify 9 into 12 into 15 by 36C3 is 36 into 35 into 34 by 3 into 2 into 1 I can write it in the numerator. Actually I'll get here 3 into 2 into 1 that I am bringing it to the numerator. So directly by simplifying 9 ones 9 fours and then we can simplify this as with the 2 ones 2 twos 2 ones 2 sixer, right, again 2 threes 2 17s, right, 5 threes 5 sevens. So in the numerator we got 3 into 3 into 3 27 by 17 into 7 119, 17 sevens 119. So 27 by 119, that is option C. Of course, this simplification you can do it on your own. Anyway, you understood the concept. This is the answer. You simplify, you will get the same 27 by 119. Here is the solution for question number 6. Rajesh can complete a job in 18 days and Rohit is 50% more skilled than Rajesh. So what do you mean by 50% more? Rohit is Rajesh, if Rajesh efficiency is 100%, then he is 50% more. So nothing but total 150%. 150% in fractions is 3 by 2. So Rohit is 3 by 2 times as efficient as Rajesh. And we all know that efficiency inversely proportional to days. So if Rohit is 3 by 2 times as efficient as Rajesh, then time taken by Rohit is 2 by 3 times the time taken by Rajesh, which is given as 18. So 3 ones 3 6. So that means Rohit alone takes 12 days. Because Rohit is more efficient than Rajesh, that's why he takes less days than Rajesh. Rohit is more efficient than Rajesh. That's why Rohit takes less days compared to Rajesh. Okay. Now find the time taken by them if they work together. So Rajesh one day work 1 by 18, Rohit one day work 1 by 12, LCM 36, 3 plus 2, 5 by 36. So their one day work is 5 by 36. That means they take 36 by 5. That is 7.2 days to complete the task. That is option B. Such a simple question, and I'm sure you guys are lucky to get this kind of question in TCS digital recruitment. Here is the solution for question number 7. A man walks around a square garden with perimeter of 8 kilometers. If perimeter is 8 kilometers, then each side is 2 kilometers because square is of 4 equal sides. And along the 4 sides, he walks at different speeds. Along this side, he walks at 2 km per hour. Along this side, he walks at 3 km per hour. Along this side, he walks at 4 km per hour. Along this side, he walks at 5 km per hour. We are asked to find what is his average speed. By the way, average speed is total distance traveled by total time taken. Total distance traveled by total time taken. What is the total distance traveled by the person here? 8 kilometers. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 8. By total, though we don't have time directly, for each side we can calculate the time. Time is nothing but distance by speed. So along this, to cover this side, time taken by him is distance by speed 2 by 2. Whereas along this speed, along this side, time taken is distance by speed. Along this side, time taken is again distance by speed. Along this side, time taken is distance by speed, that is 2 by 5. So if I simplify this further, 8 by, I can take 2 common in all the denominators. I mean, the fractions in all the denominators, I can take 2 common. So this is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5. If I simplify this further, by the way, 8 by 2, 2 ones, 2 fours. So 4 by LCM of 2, 3, 4, 5 is 60. LCM is 60. So in numerator, I'll get 30 plus 20 plus 15 plus 12. I can bring this 60 to the numerator. So it becomes 240 by 30 plus 20, 50 plus 15, 65 plus 12, 77. So you will get it as 240 by 77, and on simplifying 77 3s 231, 3.1, you'll get 3.1 something. So therefore answer option C, 3.112 km per hour. That is his average speed. A simple question again. Average speed is total distance traveled by total time taken. Here is the solution for question number 8. An article is sold at 15% profit after giving a discount of 17.2%. If the market price of the article is 5,000, then what is the cost price of the article? We are given with the market price as 5,000 and we are asked to find cost price. First of all, I don't know whether these options are correct or not, whether these are the correct options given in the exam or not, because all these questions which I have gathered are based on memory from the test takers. So if these options are correct, then without doing anything, cost price cannot be less than market price. Cost price cannot be, sorry, more than cost price. Cost price cannot be more than market price. So cost price cannot be 5,095, cost price cannot be 36,000, cost price cannot be 6,995, because cost price always should be less than market price. Cost price always should be less than market price. So therefore, without doing anything, we can say option C as the answer, because that is the only option in which cost price is less than market price. Right? Suppose if these are options are incorrect, then let us see what is the actual procedure to answer the question. We are given with the market price as 5,000. We are already given with the discount also as 17.2%. By the way, market price minus discount gives a selling price. So this discount 17.2% is given on 5,000. So what is the price after the discount? That is selling price is, if 17.2% is discount, then remaining is 82.8. That 82.8% of 5,000 is selling price. Okay, as 17.2% is discount, then price after the discount is 82.8% of 5,000, because on 5,000 he is reducing 17.2%. So now selling price is, if I simplify, this is 82.2 by 100 to remove the percentage, as it is decimal, extra 1 by 10 to remove the decimal into 5,000. So three zeros get cancelled, 828 into 5, you will get it as 4,140. That is selling price. And we are also given in the question that profit is 15%. What do you mean by profit? Increasing the cost price by 15% is profit 15%. So that means selling price is 115% of cost price. As profit is 15%, then selling price is 115% of cost price. So that selling price we already know, 115%, 115 by 100 into cost price. So this cost price we are asked to find. So if I simplify this, on further simplification, this is 520s, 523s, and 23 ones 23. Again, 18 reminder, 184, 23 8s, 184, 0. So we got cost price as 180 into 20, 3,600. So cost price is 3,600, option C. As I said, if these are correct real options, then without doing anything, you can take option C as answer, because cost price always should be less than market price, and this is the only option. And this is the procedure, actual procedure to answer the question. Here is the solution for question number 9. The cost price of 5 pens and 7 notebooks is 224. I am assuming each pen has P rupees and each notebook has N rupees. If the cost price of pen is increased by 2 rupees, that means if the cost price is now P plus 2, and if the cost price of notebook is reduced by 3 rupees, so new price is N minus 3, then the cost price of 3 pens, that is 3 into P plus 2, and 4 notebooks, that is 4 into N minus 3, is equal to 124. So if I simplify the second equation further, 3p plus 3 into 2, 6 plus 4n minus 12 is 124. If I simplify this further, 3p plus 4n is equal to 6 minus 12 minus 6. If I send it to the right hand side, plus 6, 124 plus 6 is 130. Right? So now we have two equations. One is 5p plus 7 is equal to 224. The other one is 3p plus 4n is equal to 130. So I'm multiplying the first equation by 3 and second equation by 5 to make p coefficients same. So first equation becomes 15p plus 21n is equal to 672. Second equation also becomes 15p plus 4 5 20n is equal to 650. So on further simplification, P minus 15p get cancelled, n is equal to 22. Substitute n is equal to 22 in any equation. I am substituting in this equation. So 3p plus n is 22. 22 into 4, 88 is equal to 130. That implies 3p is equal to 130 minus 82, 42. So p is equal to 42 by 3, 14. So we got p value, n value. What are we asked to find? What is the original cost of 4 pens and 3 notebooks? 4 pens and 3 notebooks. Original cost, not the increased one, original. So originally P 14 rupees and notebook 22 rupees. So this is 56 plus 66, 122. That is option D. Option D is the answer. A simple question based on equations. Here is the solution for question number 10. A and B invested in a business in the ratio 4:5. Let us assume that A invested 4x rupees, B invested 5x rupees. A left after 9 months. That means A invested this 4x rupees for 9 months and B kept this for 5x rupees for 9 months. After that, B increased this investment by 20%. So after 9 months, what is 20% of 5x? X. So B increased his investment by X rupees. So now new investment is 6x and that he kept for 3 months. Because at the end, as it is given as at the annual profit, that means after 1 year. So B for first 9 months 5x rupees, for the remaining 3 months 6x rupees, because he increased his investment by 20%. At that time, that is after 9 months, C joined for the remaining 3 months with an investment of 33.33% of present investment of B. What is present investment of B? 6x. What is 33.33%? 1/3. So 1/3 of 6x is 2x. So that means C joined the business with 2x investment. So this is the ratio in which we have to distribute the profits. So A 4x into 3, 4x into 9, 36x. B 45x plus 18x, 63x. And C 6x. So now the ratio in which profit should be distributed is 36x is to 63x is to 6x. So on simplification, x get cancelled, 3 12s, 3 21s, 3 2s. So 12 is to 21 is to 2. What are we asked to find? A very peculiar question. Find the percentage difference between A and B to that of A. First of all, this is A, B, C. A and B difference is 9 to that of A by A. To that of A in the sense we are comparing with A. So percentage difference between A and B is 12 and 21 difference 9 to that of A by 12 percentage into 100. So 3 3s, 3 4s, 4 1s, 4 25s, 75%. That is option B is the answer. Right? Here is the solution for question number 11. The amount obtained by Sumit by investing a sum of rupees 10,920 for 3 years at the rate of 10% simple interest is equal to the amount obtained by Raghav by investing a certain sum in rupees for 5 years at the rate of 8% per annum under simple interest. But at the end, you are asked to find 85% of the sum invested by Raghav, not full investment, only 85%. By the way, first of all, the amount obtained by Sumit under simple interest. Under simple interest, amount can be given as principal plus interest, that is P plus PTR by 100. If I take P common, it becomes 1 plus TR by 100. Right? So, amount obtained by Sumit by investing 10,920 is P into 1 plus time period 3 years, rate of interest 10 by 100. This is equal to the, let the money invested by Raghav be X, and it becomes A is equal to P into 1 plus T 5 years, rate of interest 8% by 100. So given these two are equal. Right? Now on further simplifying, 0 0 cancel here. This becomes 1 plus 3 by 10 is 13 by 10. So 10,920 into 13 by 10 is equal to X into, if I simplify 5 8s 40, 22s 25. So 1 plus 2 by 5 is 7 by 5. This on further simplification, again 0, 0 get cancelled here. And if I cancel this with 7, 7, 1, 7, 3 remainder 39, 7, 5 is 39, 4 remainder 42, 7, 6 are 42. So in cross multiplication, this 5 goes here. So x is equal to 156 into 13 into 5, right? But you are asked to find 85% of Raghav's investment. X is his full investment. Now 85% of X, that is 85 by 100 into X is 156 into 13 into 5. So if I simplify this further, 5 ones, 5 20s, again 5 fours, 5 17s, and 4 ones, 4 threes, 12, 4 nines. So it is 39 into 17 into 13 is 221. So it is 221 into 39. If I simplify 39 once, 39, and 39 to 78 plus 3, 81, 39 to 78 plus 8, 86. So 8,619, that is option B. A simple question, but little bit of calculations because of these weird numbers. Otherwise, conceptually, not a difficult question. Here is the solution for question number 12. A car covers the distance between 2 points in 45 minutes. If the speed of the car is reduced by 5 km per hour, then the time taken to cover the same distance increases to 48 minutes. Increases to, not increases by, increases to 48 minutes. That means that is the final time. Then what is the distance between the 2 points? There are many ways to answer this question. One of the ways is you can use S1 by S2 is equal to T2 by T1. That is speed in first case we do not know. Yes, now speed is reduced by 5. Time in first case T2 by T1. So time in first case 48 minutes, by time in second case 45 minutes. So if I simplify, this is 315, so 316. On further simplification, you will get 15s is equal to 16s minus 80. So that implies S is equal to 80. S is nothing but speed, 80 km per hour. But you are asked to find distance. So distance is initially for this 80 kilometers. How much time for initially at 80 km per hour, for how much time he traveled? 45 minutes. So distance is speed into time, that is 80 km per hour. For 45 minutes, if I convert into hours, 45 by 60, 15 threes, 15 fours, 4 ones, 4 20s, 20 into 3, 60 kilometers. So the distance traveled by him is 60 kilometers, or the distance between 2 points is 60. Now, some of you may be wondering here, that is, when I applied S1 by S2 is equal to T2 by T1, here these minutes I have not converted to hours, right? Though the speeds are in kilometer per hour on one hand, I have not converted the times from minutes to hours. Why? Because this is ratio. So since it is ratio, as long as both are in the same units, it's okay. Both can be in minutes, both can be in hours, or both can be in seconds, or both can be in any system. So in a ratio, in which system they are is not important, but whether they are in the same system or not, that is important. Both are minutes, so you don't need to convert it to hours. But at the end, while calculating the distance, speed into time, here speed is in kilometer per hour, time is in minutes. This I have to convert into hours, because this is not ratio, this is equation I have to find. I hope that is a basic point, but I hope you have understood that. Here is the solution for question number 13. By the way, question number 13, 14, 15 are based on this common information. Question number 13, 14, 15 based on this common information. These are actually called DI, data interpretation questions. So if you want the solution for 13th question or 14th question or 15th question, do watch this video first, because in this video I'll be explaining the common information solution in this question in this video. Right, here the information given is total 800 players are there in the stadium who are participating in 4 different sports ABCD. The ratio of male to female is given as 9:7. So if I divide 800 in the ratio, 9:7 is nothing but total 16 parts, 9 plus 7, 16 parts. Then each part is 50. Then male 9 parts, so 9 into 50, 450. Female 7 parts, 7 into 50, 350. Right? So we got total male and female out of the 800 people. Right? Next, the ratio of the male, now among male we got 450 and female we got 350. So now among male, the ratio of players who are participating in sports A to the other sports B, C, D, 3 sports is 4:5. So now 4:5 is 9 parts. If I divide 450 into 9 parts, each part 50. So 4 parts are playing sports A, that is 200. Then remaining 5 parts, 250, are playing B, C, D, all 3 sports together. This is sports A. Next, 12% of the male players who are not participating in A, not participating in A are these. 12% of this, 12% of 250, that is 30. Directly you can calculate, because 12 into 25, 300, that 0 and this 0 get cancelled. So you will get it as 30. These 30 are playing, 12% of the male players who are not participating in A are playing sport D. So these 300 are playing D sport. So out of 250 who are playing B, C, D together, 30 are playing D. Then how many are playing B and C together? Remaining 250 minus 30, which is 220. In the next point, it is given that the remaining male players who are participating in sports B and C are in the ratio 5:6. That means this 220 I have to divide in the ratio 5:6. Total 11 parts, each part 20. So I'll get B as 100 and C as 120. So finally, in case of male, what we got? Male sport A 200, sports B 100, sports C 120, and sports D 30. This is in case of male, right? Similarly, in the next point, it is given that 48% of the female players are participating in sports A. So first of all, in sports A, 48% of 350. If I calculate, how do we calculate 48% of 350? 48 by 100 into 350, that is 52s, 57s, 21s, 224s, 24 into 7, 168. Right? Those 168 female people are playing sports A. Right? Out of 350, that is 168. Next point, if you read the next point, 22 female players are participating in sports B. Directly it is given. In female sports B, 22. The remaining female players, out of 350, 168 playing A, 22 playing B. So total 190. Right? Out of 350, 190 are playing, remaining 350 minus 190, 160. These 160 are playing sports C and D in the ratio 7:9. So I have to divide 160 in the ratio 7:9. Luckily 7:9, total 16 parts. If I divide 160 into 16 parts, each part 10. So C 7 parts 70, D 9 parts 90. So among female, we got sports A as 168, B as 22, C as 70, D as 90. Right? So this is the classification given. Now here comes 13th question. So this is what we got. Total male 450. We got total male as 450 and total female as 350. Okay. Right. Now, first question, approximately what percent of the total players participating in sport D total 120 is equal to the number of female players playing sport C. Female players playing sport C is 70. So this question means the number of female players playing sport C is approximately what percent of total players playing sports D. So total players playing sports D 120, female players playing sports C 70. So you are asked to find 70 is what percent of 120. So if you simplify, this is 700 by 12, which is 12 5s 60, then 100 remainder, 12 8s 96, 440 remainder, 12 3s 36, so 58.3%. That is option D. Here is the solution for question number 14. By the way, if you need the introduction of question number, this set 13, 14, 15 are part of a DI set. All these three are interrelated. These are based on a common information given. So this common information, I have put it in tabular form. And if you need detailed explanation, do watch the solution for question number 13. In the solution given for question number 13, I've explained everything in detail, especially how you get this table. So total male 450, total female 350. So if you want to know how you get this table from the information, do watch the solution for question number 13. So here is solution for question number 14. The number of female players participating in sports A and B together. Female players in A and B together. Female players in A and B together. That is 168 plus 22, 190. This is what percentage more than the number of the number of male players participating in sports B and D. So male in B and D, that is 100 plus 30, 130. So that means 190 is what percentage more than 130. 190 is what percentage more than 130. So 190 is more than 130 by 60. And since we are comparing that with 130, in the denominator it should be 130. So on simplifying, we'll get it as 600 by 13. 13 4 52, 8 remainder. 13 6 are 78, 2 remainder, so 46.1 approximately. So the closest option is option B. Here is the solution for question number 15. By the way, question number 13, 14, 15 in this set are from data interpretation, common information. So if you put this information in simplest form in tabular form, this is how you will get. If you want to know how you get this table from the information, do watch the solution explained for question number 13. Right now, here is question number 15. The average number of male players participating in sport A, B, and C. Average male players participating in A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Total 300, 420. Average is nothing but sum of the players by number of sports A, B, C, 3. So you will get it as 140. That is what percentage less than the female players participating in C and D together. Female in C and D together is 160. So 140 is what percentage less than 160. First of all, 140 is how much less than 160, 20, and that we are comparing with 160. So 20 by 160 into 100, which is 1 by 8. 1 by 8 is nothing but 12.5%, option A. Once again, I'm telling you, if you want to know how you get this table from the information given, do watch the solution given for question number 13.